Pony boy, I asked the nurse to give you this book so you could finish it. It's worth saving those little kids. Their lives are worth more than mine. They have more to live for. Tell Dally I think it's worth it.
Into the bright sunlight from the darkness of the movie house, I had only two things on my mind: Paul Newman and a ride home.
Wow, that was such a good movie.
I really enjoyed it too, but the Karate Kid really went downhill though.
Brandon, what did you think?
Whoa! Whoa! What was that? Bug! There's a bug! Whoa!
What did you think of the movie, stupid?
Oh, I loved it, yeah. Every second was masterpiece.
I didn't know you could enjoy the movie with your eyes closed.
Well, blind people do it all the time.
Did you watch any of the movie?
It was mostly just darkness, but I would become conscious every time Patrick Swayze came on the screen. Anyway, I understand the movie, you know, what it's about, the essence, the subtext, the message. Yeah, it's all written. Plain as day.
Okay, well, what was it about then?
Well, it's about how badly it sucks to be poor, you know, like you got poor boys against a bunch of rich boys, and it's like society, right? You get it.
Wow, that's deep.
Yeah, I know. And he knows too.
Yes, it's about how bad it sucks to be poor, Brandon. I knew it.
Oh my god, no, you idiot. It's about social identity theory. Duh.
You say that like anybody knows what you're talking about.
Ashley, you are so right. It's definitely about social identity theory.
Thank you. Okay, well, I really didn't want to do this today, but Brandon, it's time to get learned.
Can I get something to eat first? Last time you guys lectured me on literary.
Well, you see, social identity theory is a psychological theory proposed by Henry Teifel and his colleagues in 1979.
How are you doing that?
I'm vegan. The theory suggests that a person's identity is constructed based on the groups that he or she belongs to. So instead of an individual being a me, you are whatever group that you belong to.
So Brandon, if someone asked you to tell them about yourself, what would you say?
So tell me about yourself, Brandon.
I'm a student at MSU. I'm a painter. And I really like pizza. Thanks for asking. You're welcome.
So because you identify yourself with these groups, your personal identity changes to fit them. So when I show you this,
Ew, gross. I don't like that.
why is it gross?
Because, ew. Ole Miss is our rival.
See, you along with every other Mississippi State student hates Ole Miss because that's what's expected of us.
Wow. You know, I can't think of any actual reason to not like Ole Miss.
Well, let's not forget their mascot is a land shark. That's unforgivable.
All right. Well, what does any of this have to do with the outsiders?
Well, Ole Miss doesn't like you either, and now you have a rivalry, so you both feel the need to prove your group's superiority because if your group is superior, so is your personal identity.
So you're saying that the rivalry between Socs and Greasers is like the rivalry between Mississippi State and Ole Miss. It's pointless and it's contrived. It's just a battle for an abstract sense of self-worth.
Yeah, kinda.
Did he forget it again?
Yep. 3, 2, 1.
I forgot my thinking hat. What does all of this mean? Does this mean that I am not me? Does this mean that I'm not unique?
Stupid Johnny. We'll do it for Johnny.
Maybe on the inside, we are unique. But on the outside, how we present ourselves, we're all the same. Because they conformed to the groups. They became what the group wanted them to be. And part of wanting to be a part of that group was hating Socs. You had to hate a Soc to be a Greaser. And that explains everything.
So,
Okay, guys, I figured it all out. I figured the whole thing out. All right. You guys are so right. So the story begins with Ponyboy, and he introduces himself. He says, before he even says his own name, he says, I'm a Greaser. And that is his social identity. He is a Greaser. And because he identifies with his gang before he identifies with himself, he would do anything to protect the gang, because to protect the gang is to protect himself. Heck, all of the Greasers do it. They harass others, they fight, they stab, they wear leather jackets, they murder. All because, and this is a quote, when you're a gang, you stick up for the members.
The Socs are like that too.
Yeah. And then, after Johnny gets hurt saving those kids from the fire, Randy, the big Soc, he questions everything.
Doesn't matter. Greasers will still be Greasers and Socs will still be Socs. It doesn't matter.
Everything he ever thought. He's like, Greasers save children from fires? What? Yeah, and that puts his identity into question. Because a part of his identity was believing that Greasers suck. But turns out they don't suck. They save children.
And then that one scene ends with 2-Bit asking Pony, what did Mr. Super Soc have to say? And Pony says,
He ain't a Soc. Just a guy that wanted to talk, that's all.
They fought because they were each protecting their social identities. They only realized that their fight was senseless when they realized that the members of the other group are people too. Not just Socs or Greasers, just guys.
Hey, Johnny.
We beat the Socials, man. We chased them right out of our neighborhood. Go on.
It's useless.
Huh?
Fighting ain't no good.
The Outsiders is about social identity theory. It all makes sense.
Told ya.